LPBW, Amy Roloff and Chris Marek spin-off. Fans have mixed feelings. With Little People, Big World, LPBW, fans enjoy a spin-off featuring Amy Roloff and Chris Marek. Interestingly enough, it is a topic of conversation that has come up recently. Just 7 hours ago, Amy Roloff took to Instagram to share a LPBW Bingo card. She explained the card was for her fans to use to play a unique game of Bingo while they watched tonight's new episode. She added that fans could use the card as a fun way to interact with every episode of the show. For some extra fun, yell out Bingo at the top of your lungs if you win, she encouraged at the end of her post. The spaces on the bingo card included several different kinds of things such as Amy talks about moving, Amy cooks, catch a glimpse of Amy's engagement ring. Family sitting together to talk. Most of the squares contained topics that seemed vague enough they could be featured in several episodes. Either way, it certainly looked like a fun way for her fans to enjoy the show even more. For the most part, fans agreed the Bingo game looked like a lot of fun. They, however, took issue with Matt not being mentioned anywhere on it. A large chunk of comments on the Instagram post are super recent though. This is because a new episode of LPBW recently aired, and people are reacting to the show. One of the first comments on the post questioned if there would be a spin-off featuring Amy Roloff and Chris Marek. The comment has received a couple dozen responses. Most responses were very lengthy as fans seem to have a lot of opinions about this particular topic. The first to respond noted that they enjoy LPBW because the whole family is featured. They get to see a little bit of everyone. The same person noted they would not enjoy a spin-off cutting so many of the LPBW cast members out. The original poster responded to the comment noting they assumed the spin-off would feature Amy's kids and grandchildren. They just thought it might focus a little less on Matt and a little more on Amy and Chris. The conversation quickly shifted to an Amy vs Matt debate. After all, the suggestion of a spin-off featuring Amy and Chris would essentially be writing Matt off. So the shift in conversation made sense. Some noted they didn't care for Amy. These individuals places all of the blame on the failure of her relationship on Matt's shoulders. Others, who were clearly fans of Matt, had huge issues with all blame being placed on Matt. These individuals noted that both share equal blame for the failure of their relationship. Unfortunately, it appears as if fans are pretty on the fence about the idea. Those who adore Matt have a hard time digesting the suggestion of a spin-off that would be writing him off. LPBW, Amy Roloff and Chris Marek moving again. Amy Roloff moved off the farm before she tied the knot with Chris Marek, and now TLC fans wonder if the couple has moved into a new home. Actually, the new home that she occupied featured in a season where Matt Roloff grumbled that his ex took way too long to get her stuff out of the big house on the farm. So the question is, did they move into something bigger? Or did they actually leave Origin? Read on to find out. The Little People, Big World star told her fans back in 2019 that she found a home that gladdened her heart. Unfortunately, she missed out on it. So she ended up searching a bit more. Finally, she found one and she started doing a lot of renovations. Located close to the farm in Hillsborough, her then-fiancé, Chris Marek, helped her attain it. LPBW fans heard that she settled for a 4,000 square foot home with a price tag of close to $600,000. Amy Roloff updated LPBW fans on her move, and in 2020, she talked about how moving into a neighborhood seemed very different. However, she started getting used to the differences. Mind you, at the time, she still had lots of stuff in storage in the basement of the old house on the farm. If you don't know, she's a bit of a hoarder. All of the precious memories that each item held made her reluctant to part with anything at all. After their August wedding, in September 2021, the news arrived that she and Chris finally lived together in their own home. You might not be aware that he always felt that couples should live separately until they married. By then, Chris had unloaded his own bachelor pad and enjoyed the house with all the renovations that were done. TLC fans heard that the home had an entertainment area, a nice big kitchen, and a covered porch. It's a comfortable place with 4 bedrooms and little personal touches, so why would they move? Amy Roloff held a Facebook Live session with her friend Lisa recently. After they spoke about the need for donations for the Little People of America Athletic Association, a fan asked about where she is living. The question read, "Are you and Chris moving to a new home?" Well, the LPBW star replied, and what she said might surprise you because she loves her current home. Amy Roloff said in her reply that they are actively looking. Although she loves her home and she likes that it's in a nice area, she mentioned that they both want something with a little more room, a little more space. Actually, she noted that an acre would be nice. However, she added, it's becoming very, very expensive out here. Additionally, she has no plans to leave the Pacific Northwest because that's where most of the kids and grandkids stay. Zach Roloff helps make dwarf soccer a disability sport. Zach Roloff represented his country at soccer, and fans know that he coaches the game. In fact, early on, little Jackson started playing the game, and that brought some adorable Instagram-worthy photos. Now, Tori Roloff sounds so proud as Zach helps make dwarf soccer a recognized disability sport. Zach became famous for more than the Little People, Big World show on TLC. In fact, he played for North America in the Copa America World Cup last year. And we reported in July last year that he coaches kids at soccer as well. He traveled to the Beach Chalet soccer fields in San Francisco. At the time, Zach said, "Ah man, this past week, I got to run the Futures, age 4 to 6, soccer clinic for the DAAA soccer tournament in SF." But his main takeaway from it involved facilitating the moment young kids fall in love with sports. Obviously, with the coronavirus, coaching clinics and international travel went on the back burner. But it looks like Zach Roloff kept on working hard for the sport. Tori Roloff took to her Instagram stories on December 3 and said how proud she felt. Her post read, "So proud of and his efforts to make dwarf athletics as part of U.S. soccer." Clicking her post took LPBW fans to the account. On the Dwarf Athletic Association of America's Instagram, they explained their objectives. It's a nonprofit that provides athletic competition opportunities for athletes with dwarfism in the USA. And their latest post reveals a huge success. It reads, "U.S. Soccer is launching something really exciting." Then it went on and explained, "As DAA, we are excited to announce that dwarf soccer is a great new addition to the list of U.S. soccer disability disciplines." In celebration, the association said that they hold a virtual celebration on December 13th. Well, more than likely, Zach Roloff from LPBW tunes in for that. The United Soccer Coaches website reminds readers that Zach's one of their more recognizable players of dwarf soccer. His enthusiasm for the game makes many people aware of the importance of sport for dwarf kids. Possibly one day, TLC fans see Jackson following in his father's footsteps. The coronavirus pandemic impacted many activities in 2020. And with more lockdowns in the mix, it could be a long time before Zach Roloff actually gets around to coaching again. But like so many other people across the world, he probably hopes for a way better 2021 once vaccines become available. Hopefully next year, LPBW fans see Zach and even Jackson travel for more coaching clinics around the country. How to watch the last season of LPBW for free. Are you loving this season of Little People, Big World and want to see more of the Roloff family? You can watch the entire last season of LPBW for free. Zach Roloff thanks fans for watching the family show. Then he and his wife Tori share a message with TLC fans. In a video on TLC's Instagram page, Tori and Zach shared the exciting news about the free episodes. Tori adds that she hopes fans will watch along with them. While his parents do the talking, Jackson sits behind them on the stairs. The network reveals, you can binge last season of #LPBW and EVDO for free. They shared that you don't need a subscription or to log in. There aren't ads on the episodes either. Due to coronavirus social distancing, this is the perfect time for fans to binge watch the previous season of the show. The last season of the show can be watched on the TLC Go app or on TLC's website. Season 20, the current season, can also be streamed on Hulu with a subscription. Currently, TLC is airing new episodes of LPBW. The show is on its 20th season, so the Roloffs have been bringing joy to family screens for a long time now. The show is still pretty popular and viewers love knowing what the Roloff family is up to these days. A few years ago, Jeremy and Audrey Roloff quit the show. So now the show features Amy Roloff, Chris Marek, Matt Roloff, Karen Chandler, and Zach, Tori, Jackson, and Lila Roloff. On the most recent episode of LPBW, which aired on Tuesday, May 5, the family discusses the fate of Roloff Farms. As Matt gets older, he's able to do less at the farm. He says, "I'm really starting to assess how much physical energy I want to put into this. Everybody gets to be my age, late 50s, and you start to think about retirement." After the divorce, Amy felt some kind of separation of family. This complicates things. She has other things to focus on, she says. "I think how we decide on the future of the farm will dictate how involved I continue to be or not be. If Matt chooses to still continue on with pumpkin season, I'll choose to be a part of it as best I can, but by moving off the farm. It's unclear what the plans are for the farm. But fans hope to continue to see Amy, Matt, and Zach on their screens. Time will tell what happens with the Roloff family and their beloved farm."